that I...
But we don't like
But
surprises.
I think
That's just...
we don't like surprises altogether.
And the absolute worst surprise I can think of is someone knocking at my door.
Oh my God. No.
Is that like
I
the
think it's
ultimate
illegal.
millennial fear? Because like I remember back in the day when we were kids, like our parents or grandparents, they had friends or like neighbors that would just
People would just randomly pop up. That's the word.
And I'm like, someone is knocking. Popping. No, someone is knocking, and I'm like, freeze. I'm like, almost like, nobody move.
Nobody move, exactly. And I move like a ninja, like I'm Tom Cruise all of a sudden.
Yeah,
you're like,
you're starting to go on your little
even though
tippy
there's
toes.
no chance of them seeing me.
But you start like almost like hiding and like going on your tippy toes
you
and
shut
like just
your
praying.
Lights down. Yeah. The music is off all of a sudden.
Yeah, you just stop. Basically, you stop existing.
And it's regardless of who it could be. Even if it's someone I possibly might like. I'm like, I'm not prepared for you to see me. I'm not prepared to
I'm not
talk.
mentally prepared to like have anyone to entertain.
Why do you attack me in my house?
No, I don't think people do that anymore. But it's so fun because I remember from childhood very clearly that this was like our grandma had like a neighbor friend that used to pop up and they would like, I don't know, drink soup out of a cup together or something and just like talk like, do you have sugar? Do you have that?
It sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fun. And I thought as a kid, I was like, that's juicy. That's like bubbly. That's interesting. That's like, I want to be that person.
But specifically,
actually, I don't.
I would like to have a neighbor like that, actually.
Yeah. But that was super. And now it's so off brand. I'm not sure if it's because the pandemic, because COVID like changed, but it's also, I think, like a generational thing that people are just not.
Because we hang out with people who are either our age or younger, and we're all... There's phobia.
We're introverts.
That, sort of makes it impossible for this to happen.
I just want to tell you about my experience this week. I went to the office and I had a technical glitch that no one could help with, really.
It wasn't like your computer?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a laptop thing. It was more like a file I got from someone and it was corrupted or something. Corrupted. But basically, so my friend that sits next to me, she's like, go to this and this is person, he's going to help you. As I'm going, and that guy was so nice. I was just so new to me because I haven't met anyone new in the office for ages because I don't really go to the office. And so,
busted.
So I meet this guy. He's like 50 plus, I'd say. Hopefully he's not younger. I don't know. And he's he's like the type of like nice uncle or like dad vibes almost. I'm not talking about the age even because that's not old, but he was just so nice and warm to me. And on top, and let's not forget about it, he was so clean. He just smelled good. And I was like, oh my God, who is this person?
Was he a 10?
No, he was not like super handsome for me or anything, but it was just so nice talking to him and being around him and just him doing something on his laptop and helping me. I felt like I just want to say it very straight out loud. There was no sexual tension or anything. It was just more like, oh my God, this is so nice. It was just
a nice feeling.
This is weird because you rarely meet new people. I mean, at least, you just basically are at home or you go to the grocery, like you meet people in like very simple interactions.
Yes.
But you don't really meet people that you would talk to in the longer. I mean, at least I don't, okay? Maybe some people do. That are more outgoing or I don't know. But that was so nice. And there is some, I must admit, and I must give it to the boomers.
Okay.
They are slightly right around the human touch, like, having some interaction, talking to someone.
No, but we do not fight that.
I mean,
we just like to have a balance. And but just to have that opinion or like that statement coming after one nice interaction is a bit too much, isn't it?
No, but I'm quite, how to say that? I'm quite
sociable.
No, I'm sociable, yes, but I'm like thankful even if I see one such interaction because it's just rare in that sense.
I get the same.
Gives me a lot of good vibes.
Yeah.
And gives me like good energy for the rest of the day that like, hi, I needed to this or that. This day wasn't great because yesterday was definitely not great. I had a big migraine or like big pain. I don't know what it was. Basically took a shower and took a med and I was just like, okay, let's survive this day.
Yeah.
But but these things brighten our day. And I also like, it just gave me life to some extent. And I talked to him for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's not, and this is coming from a very millennial person that doesn't super much enjoy hanging out with new people, because I get so many negative thoughts, like what will they think of me, what this and that, and so I go into full overthinking mode. So meeting someone new is not easy for me, but this was just nice, and I just took it with me, and I'm just glad.
I know. It's a what are the odds type of
what
thing.
are the odds to talk to someone that is just nice and wants to help you and sort of smells well. Good.
But it's funny, that some people, it's like sort of the glass is always half empty, half full thing. But a lot of people expect interactions to be generally nice, or they don't analyze them. For the both of us, I can see that it's almost crucial, I used the word, how afterwards, like once you've, I don't know, walked away, or like once you, at the end of the day, maybe even think about the interaction. Yeah. If it's been a good one, I will really internally emphasize sort of how positive it was.
I do understand
but
that.
But a lot of people don't think like that.
I'm just wondering like, where it comes
whatever.
from. What is this? Like, what are we so hungry for, like, interactions in general, but like, or hungry
I guess
for...
I'm always surprised.
No, we need more of that, obviously. We need to have more positives and stuff.
Tell me one thing.
Yeah.
When you, because now I think of it, we've talked about it so many times, but I obviously never assume, probably, that's the right word, that a guy likes me. Do you also share that you're, until someone tells me right in my face that they're into me, I will never, you can send me thousands of signs, I'll never know.
I must
and
say.
It's not low self-esteem.
No.
I'm just like, why, of course, why would you?
Let's break it down. I don't, I rarely do have that feeling, or rarely have had that feeling in life. Usually it was someone close to me who was in that conversation who told me, don't you think that person is like into you? And I was like, no.
Exactly.
So this, yes, but also important point.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that I have had low self-esteem for a long period of time, and like for most of my life, mainly because I was
so sad. I want to hug you.
It's fine. I'm self-hugging. I'm like at that age. It's fine.
You're embracing it at this point.
Yeah. I'm just like, whatever. It's fine. I'm manifesting
better
self-love in that sense. But I think I've always been tall, and I've always been, let's say, like taller than my regular like other friends, contacts, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've never been on the slim end. Maybe I wasn't like super fat, but like always slightly overweight, or like chubby, as you'd like to call it. And that was always like an issue for me, and I've struggled with that. So I never, like, even now I've lost some weight, and I think I'm like older and more like okay with myself. Yeah. I still carry that bit of low self-esteem inside. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe that's just wrong and I don't understand it, but my sort of thinking process is that I was friend zoned a lot in my life. And I'm not sure if I was friend zoned because, let's also say, most guys I met weren't like even interesting to me. So it's not like it worked. Just it's not like I'm
again, there's a lot
anyone.
Of girls who you feel like meet someone they think are a love interest like any second day.
Yeah.
There's people who constantly think about it, sort of. And we were never, I don't know, if it happens, it happens, but it's not.
No. You know. But I said this before, I think, like I always wanted to be loved.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I was sort of hoping that someone would notice me and say like, oh yeah, okay, this is like, you're interesting to me or anything like that. But I've had so many guy friends that I was not even interested in, that I always ended up in some sort of friend zone.
Yeah.
Or to be honest, if a friend zone turned into something else, now with time I think it should have actually remained friend zone. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but I don't know. I don't usually think about like someone finding me attractive.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't really this is quite sad, but I don't believe that someone could find me really attractive. Although when I look in the mirror, I'm like,
attractive because of your looks or like interesting?
No, I'm just talking about looks. My whole life is about looks because I've had so much
and there we go.
Self-esteem issues around this. But obviously I'd like someone to be jealous of me.
But you know what's the saying that the beauty is in the eye of the... I don't know what the saying is.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, but obviously, but no, I'm not the type of girl. There are girls, and they can be slim, not slim, whatever. There are girls that have this something that almost any guy will look, and I'm not sure what it is, but it is some. I'm not saying that this person will necessarily end up in like great relationships or anything like that coming from that. But sometimes it's like, even I knew girls that were kind of attractive to like most people, but they've had so many issues because guys were just after the looks or something. Yeah, so that's not like, that's not a great solution in that sense.
No, it's not something.
But there is a type of girls that is like always has a lot of interests around her, and it's just like happening. And for me, it wasn't happening for a long time. But like when I grew up, I must say, I realized backwards that some guys in like junior high or something, they actually were interested in me but I was so tangled up in my thinking process
that you wouldn't let it
that
happen.
I wouldn't even like notice.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, wonder how many love stories I've passed up on, or whatever it's called, because I was so...
You missed out on.
And this is a lesson.
Well, what's the lesson here?
Yeah, the lesson is that like, you should be open-minded and don't let your thoughts become your reality. Whenever you start all these like questions about like beauty, attractiveness, how do you feel, love interest, this is always firing me up. This is like my area of expertise and area of
I never know how we got here, but it's fine. It's totally fine. So your weekday is not so well? How is it going so far?
My week is so actually. I'm quite tired. I must say, with age, this is gonna sound bad again, but with age, I'm not good with weather changes. You know what I mean? I'm not happy. Same. Like one day is 27, another day is 16, and obviously I prefer 16 because I'm not in love with hotness. But I'm not sure how my body isn't like in tune with it, and I just had a headache for like 3 days now.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about something positive. Like, I'm not even asking you how your week is.
Fun. Do not. Can I ask you that I did? Can I ask you? Can I tell you?
Yeah, actually, go ahead.
Asking no questions today.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking.
Thank you.
I
love it. Like, wait, we need to tell the story. Like when we were kids.
Yes.
I was pretty like invested in being at the forefront. I've always had like issues with people realizing how great I was, in my opinion. So I've always been like, okay,
did
like,
you feel
hear
like
me
you're
out,
on a lonely island, you're waving and no one's noticing?
Yeah, almost. And so I loved when we're playing, like, for example, I used to throw like a Toni Braxton concert and you had to listen because I was closing the door, or it was like Celine Dion, like, Because You Loved Me, or all these things. And then I was also like, I had a like pseudonym or whatever it's called, like a nickname that was Davida, or whatever it's called, because I was like, at that time,
Davida because of David Letterman.
But back in the day, like, it was a time when that David Letterman was super popular. Everyone was I don't know everyone, but like it was.
No, it was like the most
known talk show. Yeah. Or like whatever it's called.
Think so.
Even, like, and so I was like, do ask me questions. And we called this like Davida. So I'm now like literally, what a throwback, having a podcast and just.
Sorry, I can't stop. Because it's so true.
It's so true and so stupid and so insane, and such a depiction of how different we are and how our characters evolved.
But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I mean, it wasn't fun when you would close the door and I had to listen to an entire album of Celine Dion, which at the time I was not a fan of, I have to say.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now... I hope you.
Now I'm gonna play it out. It's my own choice, and I do.
I hope you understand your shortcomings from that period.
Allora, what can I say? But wait, Davida, and now I also don't know how we got here.
Why did I say? You said Davida.
I said Davida.
Davida. And I said Davida. So okay, whatever it was, but this is what it was.
Whatever it was. Well, it kind of is your reality now. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, quite interesting. And I don't know, at this time, I don't have so many thoughts I used to have, like, you know.
Well, as a kid, you have a lot of time to invent things and a lot of, you know, your imagination is running wild, and now you're just like trying to survive and get through the day.
Now my imagination is like, how do I get around in the month with my budget or something? Like, this is how far my imagination goes now. Yeah. But I must say, like, I booked a trip for September.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to tell you about a traumatizing thing that happened to me. Oh, yeah. That I've done it to myself, sort of. But tell me about your trip first.
No, I just wanted to say that, like, we both love the fall and love when it hits September, October.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Exactly. And I booked a trip. There's going to be some cities I'm going to visit. And I feel that these cities are super like fall-ish or like autumn-ish. And I'm just like so looking forward to, and hopefully, and basically it's going to be a food trip as always. So I'm like so looking forward. And I've made a quest. Maybe I should say it on the podcast. So I was like actually knocking on wood because I want this to happen. But I will
You're going to make a list of what?
No, I'm going to say this now so it becomes reality. I wanted to say that I'm on a weight loss journey. Yes. So I've been through it for some time, and I lost a lot. And then I gained like 3 kilos. So now I'm back on track and I feel much better. And now I'm going towards my last stage. Yeah. And so the end goal is I need to get a boob lift, actually, because my boobs are not exactly in line where they like with what
where you would like them to be.
They're normal, in line with natural. Like where they biologically should be. Let's say. So that is my goal.
Has someone watched too much Instagram photos?
I don't know. I want to finalize this by the end of the year. So this is now my goal. You saw me eating chocolate and cookies when you came, actually. So
I did.
I'm not sure how well that is going, but I'm like, hopes are high.
No,
stakes are also high. So everything is high.
And my fingers are crossed.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do whatever makes you happy. I fully support this.
I mean, I'm not sure it makes me happy. I have an assumption it could make me happy, but let's see.
Well, if it doesn't,
then I'm screwed.
Then bummer.
Bummer. All my life waiting for something that will not change anything for me.
This would be deeply, deeply like...
Next stage is becoming... going into pension and becoming a hoarder, I think. That would be like the end game. I don't know.
I hope not.
But thank you. Thank you for being supportive. But now let's talk about your traumatizing.
No, so here's the thing. I listened to a very sad song. I listened to it on YouTube, and I really listened to the lyrics that hit really hard when you focus on them. It's a song by Adrian Lenker, which I hope I got correct.
Yeah.
It's a song called A Real House. And
did you cry?
Yeah. I was crying because it was so it's not sad like when you listen to a song that they would put at the end of a Grey's Anatomy episode. These
are not sad. These are like
human nature.
These are not sad. These are
dramatic.
Tear
tear squeezing.
Tear squeezers. Yeah.
Tear pushers.
Wait, what is it called? I'll save it for later. What is it?
Yeah, but you need to listen. Not
a little house.
A real house. A real house, and it's sort of about things that cannot be fixed. And when you look back. And think of the fact that you have this one life only, and your youth maybe, or like your childhood has passed.
I already see the lyrics. I'm like almost crying.
It's very, very, very sad. Like deeply.
And this song is also like when a song is telling a story, sort of.
It's storytelling.
It's almost like a factual.
It
like
doesn't
this
really
happened
have a
like,
rhythm when you listen to it.
Yeah.
Because she just like continues telling the story. I was so moved by it, and I don't know, I'm gonna say made a mistake, but it's not really a mistake. I've read the YouTube comments, and people had so many stories, and it's just, wherever you are in the world, I'm hugging you right now. You deserve to be loved.
Oh my God, I'm like, I have goosebumps and almost crying.
But this is, so everyone listen to the song and think of your younger self and how this affected who you are today and what choices you made because you were maybe hurt or you were insecure. And it's so sad, really. So that was kind of a traumatizing thing because it was not on my list sobbing for like 3 hours. But it happened.
I don't know. But there's also a song that I love that is sort of about a bit like it, but maybe different. It's like
Daughter?
Youth by Daughter. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Although I'm like super weak mentally today, so if I listen to it, it's gonna destroy me. Yeah, but I think
crying also is good to release those emotions.
Yeah, but how did you bump into it?
I think I was listening to another song that she has that I can't think of right now. And I sort of, I don't know, got lost on YouTube, as one does.
Yeah, this is exactly what is happening.
So it's definitely a recommendation. At this point of my life, feel like I don't know, signed up for a subscription for like bruising my, what's this area of your legs where I leave the washing machine like open.
The door front of
like,
your calves.
Yeah. The door is fully open. Yeah. And I leave it like that. And then it's the same spot, exactly the same spot each time. And I'm so angry with myself that I keep doing that. Like, this is no fun anymore.
You know what is this called in English? It's actually called...
I don't know body parts in any language, if I'm being fully honest.
It's called the tibia. I would never heard. I mean, I hope this is correct.
Sorry, but it's giving labia. Like, are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. It's
What are your top things that you don't know?
The cough is the back end, sort of the back end.
Whoa.
Yeah. At the back. So I don't know. Whatever it is.
What's the top things you don't know in any language? For me, it's number 1, sayings.
It would be easier to list the top things I know.
Yeah, that's true. But no, my top 3 is sayings. I just don't know them. So I just keep inventing them.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is like the family relatives, that like brothers-in-law. I just don't know what they are. All the cousins, don't know the names. Yeah. And like mother-in-law, I think is easy.
We've never been
English.
strong on these actually. Our
and number
family's
3 is body
small.
parts.
Yeah. No, same.
You can just say same.
No, but
energy.
No, but sayings is true. Like there's so many like proverbs. No, what is it called?
I don't know.
Sayings, proverbs.
Also, I don't know what the sentence pieces are. They each have a...
Do you have... Oh, no idea. Like...
Well, but you had to learn that at some point.
Yeah, like I even was studying linguistics, so I had like descriptive grammar in several languages. None of them I know.
Like verbs and nouns, I know, but then there's these other things.
No idea, but I just wanted to say something. But what... sayings, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No idea. Let's leave it in.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so I fully agree.
Sayings,
no idea.
You said that you don't know
I wanted
sayings.
to say that sometimes I will be on a call, right?
Oh,
and I will use a word.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I'll be like, where do you know this word from? How did I use it?
Oh.
How did it
so
cross
you end
my
on
mind?
A positive note, sort of, that you surprise
exactly.
yourself.
I sometimes surprise myself with actually knowing words that I am never expecting of myself.
I wanted to say that I'm, again, angry with myself and really disappointed in myself that I will... I'll go off a call and I'm like, wait, did I just invent that word? Or like that entire sentence makes no sense. That person I was talking to probably thinks I'm an idiot. And it's okay, I guess. But like, I don't want to seem like I'm uneducated. Like, this is not my intention, okay? But I also don't want to be a try-hard. So like, I guess I let it fly. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue, especially that we're...
Yeah, like, probably no one cares.
We're not natives in anything. I mean, we technically are, but that's even worse. I don't know. I just feel like, you know what vibe I have now? I'm like, whatever happens, it's going to be okay. That's my vibe.
Oh my God.
I used to be this person that used to like want to pre-plan what's going to happen, what could happen, how can I avoid this and that, how can I help other people avoid things and stuff. I used to like over-plan, like...
Your dog,
God, my dog is
just
so
stretched.
Cute.
He looks so
no,
cute.
He's so cuddly.
Looks like a worm baby.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, the way I'm speaking now is just sick. I don't support this, yet I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's embarrassing for you.
Anyway, I can't.
I know, I
but
can't.
He does this every evening, actually, and it's so funny. And it's, he didn't do that in the past. And now he's like doing it every evening, that he's laying towards the sides where his toys are.
Yeah, but don't
little
you just
pillows.
change your options for like how you lie down?
This is so cute. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I used to be that person, like constantly trying to force things. Constantly trying to, like, relationships, people, emotions, diets, like everything. Yeah. Like constantly forcing myself because I thought like I need this and that, and like constantly control freaking. And I was sort of like, I think I got so tired. And now I'm like, I actually learned something pretty like not great today at work. But then I'm like,
do I care?
Do I care? Like, I think.
Here comes.
I literally think, and this is pretty like straightforward and probably nothing like too juicy and new. Like, I'm not making up the wheel.
Obvi.
But I think that like genuinely whatever is supposed to happen will happen and you'll be fine. This is my take. And I think it just like,
I hope so, yeah.
But I think like sometimes in the past I used to say it, but I didn't believe it. And now I truly actually believe it. And whatever, of course, happens and it's not nice, maybe there's a reason behind it, or sometimes it's just like to teach us a lesson. I don't know. Like, I just feel that in the end, everything falls into place. Like Beyonce said in her documentary back when we loved her still was like all the dots get connected. Exactly. And I was like, yeah, preach. But I actually think that still, like now, no, I'm not still. I think that. I mean, of course, it's stressful if stuff happens. Like someone gets sick, someone loses their job. You need that money. You need the like. You just need stuff to work in your life, and you cannot constantly be chasing your tail. But I think in the end, ultimately,
but it's hard to convince yourself on a daily basis when things are not going well.
Yeah, especially on days where it's really going unwell. But I think in the end, aren't we here? Like, I would assume that if I go, probably not to hell, hopefully. But if I die and I actually believe there's some sort of God, and God tells me like, you figured it out well, I would be actually, I think like, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Like, live, like, this is all an experience. This is a test. You just got to give your best, and you're learning and growing. And even like my therapist that I no longer go to, shout out, okay? But I used to because I had major issues. I was like fucked up. So she always told me, look, you're here again. You're in crisis again. We only grow in crisis. And I was like,
that's true.
Yeah, okay. But I think that's true. Like, you cannot grow if everything just works perfectly.
Well, a crisis doesn't always mean that everything just falls down.
No, a crisis doesn't mean like everyone died and you don't have no work and you eat like dog food. No, like a crisis can be like
dark.
No, but a crisis can be like small, like something that some people that have left you, like friendships ending, or like changing work, or changing a partner. Third episode, I'm saying this, but this is not about me. This is just general. General note.
You guys hear it too. Like, it's not just me, right?
Yeah, but I'm just like, I heard it myself now. But like, I don't know. It doesn't have to be super dark. It's just some things change and like things shift. People shift in and out and all these things. And sometimes it's like, oh, cannot imagine this. Oh my God, don't let that happen. And when it happens, you're like, oh, okay, so I can actually handle this. This is so interesting.
Well, you can.
We're again philosophical. We need to start being more funny because we're just like these old two ducks that just discuss dark stuff.
This is our nature.
Yeah.
What are you going to fight it?
I guess
you need to accept
positive.
it.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say that obviously there's like music that you listen to for a specific period, and then you remember you put those two pictures together. Like that was at the time, and I was listening.
Hold
to
your
that.
thought. I just want to say what my playlist is called that I used to listen when I had the most like heartbreak, life-changing events.
Yeah,
it's called Beautiful and Sad. And I listened to it the other day and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, girl. What stage were you in? This was like a lot of like doing Grey's Anatomy and watching all these things and just being super dramatic and 15. Crazy. Yes. Not 15, but like 20.
Were you sophisticated enough to put a slash and like sad?
No, I actually, the playlist is starting with a period. It's a period, beautiful, and sad. That's how I did it. Yeah.
Period, beautiful, and sad?
Yeah, and everything
What's
was
the period
small
for?
letters. I don't know. I thought it was fancy. I don't know. I was like 22 when I was creating these. Basically, it was on Spotify, so I couldn't have been 15.
How is a period making?
Beautiful and sad. And I sometimes listen. You woke up my dog with your loud laughter. My little tiny doggy just woke up.
Hello, baby.
Hello, baby girl. He's a boy, actually.
Can you give us an insight on what you thought the period will bring to the function?
I have no idea, but I think all my playlists are starting with a period. Could you check
Did you
our
just want
oldies
to?
playlist?
No, I think.
Yeah,
really?
I think all of them start.
Maybe
with a
you
dot.
just wanted it to be like the first one on the list because of the period.
Yeah, maybe, or I don't know.
But that's not how Spotify works.
I don't know. It's funny, right? What you come up with when you're younger, and
you can go to sleep, baby. You can go to sleep, my love.
Oh gosh.
I'm so sorry, you're so warm.
Anyway, yeah, but you were talking about something.
Oh, I wish I knew.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably wasn't interesting. So what do we do? What do we do about life being what it is and staying positive in that case? Other than talking.
Gotta find the nice stuff everywhere. You just need to like fish. You need to fish for nice stuff. You need to constantly, actively try to find new...
No, wait, but we're not miserable.
No, not miserable. But I think you can be... The happiest you can be is like, okay, I've had a bad day and I can accept that I've had a bad day. I can just like take a shower and go to sleep and just not try to squeeze any more drama out of the day. Yes. But I'm like, sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm not having a great day, but I'll look like, oh, I have a nice, like something on my wall. And I have, this movie is on. I haven't watched it in ages. Oh, I have a nice candle. When I have a bad mood, I always go shop for like a candle or a little something that will brighten up my day. And I'm like,
it's girlhood.
I just bought it and I bought it with my money that I have earned. And this is great.
I think it's one of the greatest things altogether when you see sometimes you're at a shop and you have things in your shopping cart, and then there's kids and they're like, wow, she buys Fruit Loops or something like that.
Yeah, this person must be so grown up.
And they're like, oh my God, I want to have my own money and buy my own stuff. I don't want to eat the healthy celery sticks.
I remember moving out.
Hello, that's your niece.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, and yeah. So I remember moving out of our parents' house, and the first thought was,
were you excited?
I was not stressed. I wasn't like, oh, I want to leave this place. These people are just crazy. That was not what I thought. But I was like, yeah, great. I'm gonna have so much freedom. I'm gonna be able to do what I want. And of course, for me, freedom meant like buying all the chocolate I wanted because I've had an addiction, and of course, like my body shows. But Jesus. My body is just chocolate sanctuary. But I was like, I had a shop very close by, and I was like constantly like, I'm gonna buy like 5 chocolates. At some point, I needed to change shops because I was so embarrassing before the cashier. I was like, this lady, she probably is like noting down. Like yesterday, she got like 5.
Those were not the times where you could just deliver anything and no one would know.
No, I was like, okay, this lady, she's just looking at me and say like, hey, girlie, I know that you already had these 5.
I know what we're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. So I was at some point like Yeah, at some point
freedom is fun, but also I think it creates problems.
Yeah, and when I got a little bit fat, I had periods in my life where I really felt bad with myself. But I had a partner back then or something. I said, like, go buy me a chocolate because I'm really ashamed to do it myself because she already knows.
Oh, would you send him to get it for you?
Yeah, but that is like completely off grid. I would never do that.
But how nice of him.
Yeah, but like how stupid of me. Like why can't I like why wasn't I owning my like preference? Like whatever. Or like
yeah, but you at the time cared even more than you do now about what other people think of you. So
but that was my initial thought. I'm gonna like, you know, I'm going to be free. I'm going to be able to buy whatever I want. And back then, everything was just cheap. I didn't have much money. And then I earned a little bit of money because I was doing like a side job or something when I was studying. And then me and my friend back then, we used to like get toasts and get wine. And everything was so cheap. And then we get like to a perfume shop and got our first perfume, like an actual, like before I probably had something from my dad.
Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And then we took a cab back home and we're like, okay, that was our salary, thank you. But we went and we did like wine, sushi, and a perfume. And I was like, okay.
I'm gonna eat nothing for the rest of my remaining days within this month. This is
core memories. This is how you learn how to actually do stuff. No, but
this is also why else would you live in a city as a 20-something-year-old to do exactly that.
I remember that perfume. Like, do you remember the Donna Karan New York that looked like an apple?
Oh my God, I had that.
Yeah,
no, it was a bowl, sort of
a bowl, but like it looked like an apple. It had like an apple,
but it was apple, I think, cherry and
there
lemon,
were several
maybe?
tastes that I think we once got like smells. We got it from our dad, but then. At the time when I was buying it
they changed the design.
Yeah, it was a new design and some new like limited version.
I only had
like
one,
like some stupid smell, like some like a apple sugar cane, something I would never wear now.
Oh, but you know what I would like? And they were pear-shaped.
Oh, a pear-shaped. Probably, maybe they have it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, so I remember the smell.
Yeah,
it was pink, obviously. Like very light baby pink, and I thought it was the most beautiful thing ever. I just cherished that bottle. I remember buying it and was just like, oh my God, this is me now again. This is me now. This is me growing up. This is who I'm gonna be. This is me, a grown woman, buying my own stuff, not eating for the whole month.
And I'm just gonna go to my bathroom and reapply blush because I can.
Yes, and now thinking about it, it's crazy. It feels like this was in another lifetime.
It was in another lifetime.
And this was when I was like 18, so it was like,
yeah.
It was more years ago than my age back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about it, definitely, but I think.
And this friend actually, I remember also this friend lived in a chapel.
She was and still is crazy.
Yeah, that person is.
She's not a serious person.
She's an interesting character. Yeah. But she was living in a chapel. It was sort of like a chapel that there were like some not sure what it's even called, but like sister the ones from sister act, nuns or whatever. They were living there and they were renting like 1 or 2 rooms or something, and probably she knew
and she's the opposite of a nun.
She's the opposite of like being close to any church, but and she was living there, and I remember going and she says like, come up to my place, and I'm like, what is it? This chapel was just like, I saw like Jesus, Maria, and it was so like weird. All lights and everything. It was a bit creepy. It could have been a horror movie as well. So we're walking the stairs and everything is made of wood and everything is just like completely squeaky, and I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna leave this place because we're going up together, but I'm gonna have to go down alone. I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna just stay there, and I'm going in, and there's
this
one
is how
bed.
this is how I go, right? Yeah, like, what am I gonna do now?
Such a modest room. Everything was made of wood and was just a room and like a bed and a desk, and
it sounds nice actually.
And this is so great, and this could have been me as well. There were not sure what this is called, but what are the little no, I'm not talking about the little. What were these little chocolate covered things from Ferrero? What they're like
chocolate covered like things. Kit Kats.
No, not Kit Kat. Wait,
I don't know.
I'm just shocked now that I don't know how, like the little chocolate
Does it still
bars,
exist?
Chocolate bars, Kinder chocolate, is it, or something? Is it Kinder bit? Yeah, it's actually called Kinder Surprise, like the Kinder Surprise from Ferrero.
Or the eggs.
Yeah, no, she didn't have the eggs. She had the Kinder chocolate bars, the little ones where you buy like a pack and it has 8 or 10. And there was just evidence of her having eaten it. So there was no chocolate left, but every like wrapping from that, it was laying all over the room. It's just a room and just all the wrapping from the Kinder whatever. So I remember that, and I was sort of like jealous. And I've also felt like this is again adulthood. Like you can do whatever you want. You can sleep on Kinder packaging. If not, why not? By the way, Ferrero, like someone from the Ferrero family could, like, I feel
approach
that I could
you
pray
and
that I could like marry
family.
into that. Yeah,
Basically adopt you.
Yeah, I'm interested. So like, shout out if anyone is interested. I am interested to join that.
Yeah,
family.
email us, send us a DM.
Is this Italian? Are they Italians?
Yeah.
Per favore, grazie mille, buongiorno. I hope that I made it. Sorry, I need to change my position.
Your forehead is killing you.
No, my little butty. Anyway. I talked so much. I feel like we've talked for 2 hours. Okay, so I'm going to recommend something. Probably you would have recommended it too. So I want to recommend a series on Netflix that is called 4 Seasons. I think it's for boomers, but
but why would you recommend something that's like number 1 on the list?
I want to recommend. Why? I mean, because too many people, I think to millennials or too many people, it doesn't sound too juicy because it's like old, like people in their 50s or something.
I think it's like super popular. Everyone's watching it. Sorry, everyone's watching.
But it doesn't matter. What would I be recommending if I'm watching what everything is watching, what everyone is watching? I'm recommending what I watch. But I want to recommend it, and I want to just say why I would like to recommend it.
Go for it.
I'm just saying that I think we are, and I just want to say this series is not amazing in a sense that
it's not going to blow your mind.
It's not going to
like surprise you.
Yeah, it's not going to be like, wow, this just like completely took me off guard. This is so great, and I mean, I have to rewatch it. But I think it's just so human. The dialogues are so human, and I
will agree with that.
The characters are written in such a way that I completely trust that these people exist.
Yeah.
I completely trust that it's not just actors. It's like actual people that struggle with this and that. And I love how they talk. And I like, again, there's nothing happening really, but I think the devil lies in the details, meaning that there's so much warmth in there. There's so much like failure in there. There's so much like humanity in there.
Authentic and their actions and their mistakes.
And it feels like I could actually meet these people and be friends with them and whatever. And that's what I want to say is that it's about people that are like 50 plus or something. So technically you could say, okay, this is for boomers, nothing for millennials. But I think like everyone who just is looking for some sort of reality and some sort of like, I want to see something like true to real life. I want to see something that is very heartwarming. Will enjoy this. So I really recommend it. I just finished it yesterday and I was like, I just think that we need more in this world of like constantly weirder things, like constant like sci-fi. I like sci-fi, nothing against it. I like horrors, but there's just a lot of negativity in movies and series, and everything is just so dark. It's like we are so numb from this world that we just need to constantly feel something, even more like get scared or get pissed or get something. So I just like this series is about just living and just like waking up and existing, and I think this is so important. So shout out to whoever created this.
And the soundtrack is good.
Oh, the soundtrack is perfect. Yeah.
So, I am going to go with it, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to support this. Now that you've said that, I think I want to, unfortunately, address something that's slightly unpleasant to the Americans.
Oh, my God.
But I'm going to go for it.
Just whisper, then it's not going to be so serious.
No, we obviously have nothing against America and quite the opposite. But one thing that really drives me, not even nuts, I just don't understand it altogether. So I was talking to a friend. He's going to Florida And he said, it's going to be a lot of fun because he really is into he wants to do Disneyland. He wants to do Universal Studios. So like all the really, really, really fun stuff for people who enjoy those.
Like a touristy situation.
Amusement parks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so he was telling me about it, and he said, like, yeah, I'm super pumped, but also kind of sad I know that when I'm gonna, head back home, I already will know how broke I am now because of the prices and everything, just the tickets alone and everything. And then he said, and here goes, the other thing is, I'm also probably gonna be annoyed by Americans telling me how they are 1/8 of my nationality.
Oh. That is so American, right?
That is such an American thing. I do rarely, if ever, hear people who simply Europeans talk about that.
No.
And I don't feel like the testing your ancestry, whatever, is big here. And I also see what my problem specifically is when people say, I'm French, I'm Spanish, I'm Mexican, I'm Italian, obviously, is like the biggest there is probably. While really your great grandpa came to Jersey from Sicily.
Yeah.
But you do not speak the language. Your parents do not speak the language. How can you don't have a passport?
I could list several people that I know in public that do this, and this is completely...
and it's just wrong. How can you not even attempt to learn the language and pretend that you are that?
If you would say that you're Italian, you at least need to speak the language to some extent, and you have to like have active family there and going there all the time. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Like, I've never thought about that, and I think it's really big, but I think it's big in America because America is just built by a lot of people coming from different countries.
Shouldn't you be proud to just say, oh, I'm American? Like, why do you want to emphasize the fact that you're Italian? Well, really, like, we're all something. You know what I mean?
Probably there's some studies or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know many Americans. So
I understand the pride behind it to say that you're, whatever the country is going to be, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But at least have some decency.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Invest some time into that. And then some of them are like, well, I should get a passport. Babe, you're not going to get a passport if you do not speak the language, because there's like full-on tests.
Like a test.
There's a whole process you need to go through. So I had to laugh when he said that. But also, this is really like truly the most American thing that people do.
Yeah, I know.
Which is also a friendly thing, because this is a way of, approaching people and talking and getting in.
I don't think it's
dialogue.
super negative. I'm just like, and if someone is doing it a little bit like a joke, it's fine. Like, but if someone is super serious and adamant about it,
this cannot be your entire identity.
Yeah.
It cannot.
Yes. I feel that, and I've heard it multiple times, and I'm always like, okay.
What are you
Googling
doing?
that person, checking, whatever, and then it says like, okay, your dad is Doug, your mother is like Margaret, and like they were born in the States already, and you
You
don't speak the
really,
language. Like,
it
what are
is
you
going
up to?
all the way down to your really, really great.
We also actually have some family in the States, so maybe we should be like, I'm come from this and this country, and I'm like of American
and it's
descent.
not going to be 1/8. It's actually going to be.
I come from American. I am from like I have some American descent. That would be.
You could just say anything, really.
Because to me, when someone told me like we're American, like we're American, Italian, American, whatever.
I mean, that probably is implied.
Then I assume that person is actually speaking the language at home, cooking actual traditional food, and like actually doing the serious thing.
But then at least know how to pronounce prosciutto. You know what I mean?
like how we went with the Italian hand, although we have nothing to do with Italy.
Well, not nothing really.
No,
but
not nothing. Like I visited, but I have we don't have any ancestry there. So.
Oh, and how would you know?
We didn't check, but like.
We could.
Given also like the way we look,
the temperament
that is very far from
Italy.
There. Oh, well, the temper. Yeah, the temper. The very anyway. Interesting. Yeah, agree. This is weird. Please, someone American, please go,
I'm not gonna
go on the record and explain this to us.
I'm just gonna say, think about it.
Yeah, and sometimes you Google an actor or like someone like public, and they're like, his family is of Irish, British, Mexican, and Italian descent, and I'm like,
but then Bradley Cooper speaks French like fluently.
But he's not of French descent. He was just like living there.
No, but you know what? And then could he say that he's French?
Exactly, and he speaks pretty well.
And I don't know if he does because I never follow. I don't watch any interviews. I just Googled it once because I heard people.
When I was younger, I loved googling bilingual celebrities.
I know.
And it was like
I think he had this movie with Sienna Miller where he was a cook, and where the entire story was that he used to live in France, cook there, so he was fluent.
I know that Jodie Foster speaks French very well. Obviously, that Timothée Chalamet or whatever his name is. And then I know that what is her name?
There's a lot of people.
Gwyneth Paltrow speaks perfect Spanish.
Yeah,
I don't know, and other people.
Yeah, and then there's
how many languages do we speak? Do we want to share?
A gazillion.
Yeah.
But then you have Sandra Bullock, I think, who speaks kind of German.
Yeah.
But
she is German because her mother was German.
Something like that. And similar story, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
That's weird how I pronounced it. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but he doesn't speak
German. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Whatever. And he, I think, does not speak German, even though his mother is like firsthand German.
Yeah.
Yeah? Correct? Or like, did I invent that?
So. Yeah, I think so. No, I actually think that. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but like if I had a kid and lived, and even I lived in the States or whatever, and I had, obviously I'm not American, so I know other languages. So I would definitely teach these languages to that kid, or at least one that is closest to heart. Obviously, that is just that would be no negotiable. But
it's not. Ooh, and a non-negotiable.
No, non-negotiable. It's so weird to me when someone comes from,
you're actually broadening their entire identity.
It's like we know too. Like we were born in another country, live in another country, and moved a bit, and blah blah blah. And we literally have a couple of identities. We were like laughing, like what if we did a podcast in like 3 languages or whatever?
Yeah, but the other thing
would be completely different content.
Fully
discussing different things,
other languages,
different like constructs.
You create your thoughts in a different, well, not really entirely, but your thoughts are a slightly bit different. You can have a different sense of humor.
Your
obviously
voice differs.
Your voice sounds
different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll branch into something, I feel like, in the future.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is us for the week. We have a musical recommendation, which is going to make you cry. And I'm hugging you in advance. Which, weird coming from me, but I am. Virtually.
Really strange,
I can allow myself to say virtually I'm hugging.
Yeah, because you would never hug anyone.
No. Actually. Gross. And watch 4 Seasons if you haven't. And if you have never started it, then there's like 16 episodes waiting for you, which is exciting.
And if you're struggling or anything bad is happening, you will be fine. That's my message from you.
Well, it's really hard to accept it when you really are.
But you will be fine.
Okay, I'm going to wait for your text after you've listened to A Real House. And you're going to
I don't think I can do it today, but
I don't want to live anymore.
Bye, Felicia.
Ciao.
Ciao a tutti.